Billionaire scramble. Remove your birthday from social media and see no one will wish you except your mom. I don't know how this is follow for more motivation. That just is kind of depressing. First, I don't think that's very motivational. Not even your dad, just your mom. Like nobody else in your family, not your sister or your brother or your dad or your grandpa or your uncle or whatever, just your mom. That's the only one who cares enough. What's up, boys? You know, it just turned February. We're right in the middle of winter. And winter is just one of those times where it's just depressing outside. Especially in the Midwest where I live. You know, the trees have no leaves. It's all gray outside. There's ugly slush on the roads. And it just makes you sad, you know? And today I thought, well, since we're right in the middle of the winter and when everyone's sad, let's just, you know, let's reflect on what's going on here. r/I'm14 and this is deep, everybody. We've done it before and we're gonna do it again. Now, before we go any further, ladies and gents, let me just tell you about today's sponsor, Tower of Fantasy. Now, some of you may have already heard of Tower of Fantasy because it's already pretty popular, but if you haven't, it's basically a shared open world MMORPG and it's free to play. You got tons of stuff to do in there, especially now that it just dropped its 2.3 update and half anniversary events. Now, I played a lot of Tower of Fantasy to make this video, and I came up with a list of things that you have to do if you play the game. First of all, if you have friends, which, you know, I know that might be asking a little bit much of some of you guys, you can get upgraded bonuses by inviting them, and also you can get a first purchase bonus, which is available to everybody. Also, there's a bunch of limited time mini games in the game right now, like Frost and Flame, Fruit Barrage, and Heavyweight Boxing. There's a bunch of contest activities that you can win rewards in, and you can vote for your best adventure partner to help him or her win a newly designed custom hot couture. On top of that, there's a brand new character, map, and story. Elise, a genius skating girl, is now available in the game, and also the Miasmic Swamp, which you can use Elise's high mobility skill to move through more flexibly. I mean, it makes so much sense. And the cherry on top of both of those things is there's an entirely new story revolving around Elise and the Miasmic Swamp. And you know what? Let's just say you're more of a multiplayer guy or gal. Well, don't worry, okay? Because there's something for you too. They just added 2 new joint operations, a music-themed mission, Carnival Party, and a racing-themed mission, Pursuit of Fate, that you can try with your friends. And you know what? Maybe you think those are too easy. Okay, well, you know what? Try the Origin of War, which is a roguelike that will challenge the limit with you and your friends to see how high of a level you can get to. Guys, there's literally an infinite amount of things to do in this game for all types of players. If you like single player, if you like multiplayer, if you like story-based stuff, it's all there, okay? Make sure to download Tower of Fantasy on PC and mobile for completely free and use my code in the description for special rewards. You can use the very first link in the description to do so. Happy half anniversary to Tower of Fantasy. Now, for the rest of this video, instead of my usual gameplay, I'll be playing Tower of Fantasy, just to show you guys how truly awesome this game is. Maybe you'll really be convinced by the end. Anyway, now to the video, boys. Girl, I'm having heart surgery today. Boy, I know. Girl, I love you. Boy, I love you more. After the surgery, her dad is the only person in room. Girl, where is he? Dad, don't you know who gave you the heart? Girl, starts crying. Is it even possible to do a heart, like, transplant of a guy who's, like, alive? You're allowed to just, like, volunteer to die to give somebody else your heart? They are trying to break me. Thrown inside a cell without light. Cockroaches, lice, and bedbugs are my only friends at night. When the guards bring me to and from the courtroom, I stay absolutely respectful. They try to pour hatred into my heart. Who gave this guy a phone in jail? When you're in jail, I thought you didn't have like a phone or internet or anything to like tweet from. Yet somehow this guy is just constantly tweeting garbage. He's about to say his first words. Your selfish desire for symbolic immortality brought me here to suffer as an ornament to be owned and displayed. I don't even know what that means, bruh. That's one smart baby, though. I mean, this must be Stewie Griffin. Like, is this Family Guy Origins? Is this the first thing that Stewie Griffin said when he came out of the womb? Be aware, they know the cure. Cancer is a $95.5 billion industry. You don't really believe they want to stop that cash flow, do you? Wake up. I don't understand the tape everywhere. Like, I get having tape over your mouth, you know, to symbolize not being able to talk, right? They're trying to silence you, but like, in what situation would they put tape on your forehead and your nose and your chin? It seems like you just wanted to write all that stuff in your mouth and then you were like, wait, I'm gonna run out of space, and so you had to just start putting tape in other places. Scientists call it quantum physics. Spiritualists call it manifestation. Atheists call it placebo effect. Christians call it prayer. Witches call it spells. Everyone is arguing over the label, but not its existence. Thank you, Dank Baby G. Really an awesome, insightful post. That's the first people that I like to take seriously, is somebody with that word in their username. What school tries to turn us into? Dr. Fish, SpongeBob, this guy, and Patrick being a scientist. What school actually turns us into? Squidward being sad with a rope, SpongeBob looking deformed, Patrick looking like he hasn't slept in 8 million years, and Mr. Krabs just being depressed. Listen, if any school would try to turn me into Patrick, I think I would probably just drop out. I mean, all it takes is one episode of SpongeBob to realize that Patrick is probably not the guy that you want to be at the end of your academic career. Not really the sharpest knife in the drawer. Where are we going today, Mr. Peabody? Actually, Sherman, we are going way back to the 1960s when people had compassion and heart, and there were no cell phones or computers, and there was wicked cool music. Yeah, and everyone was racist. That was also really fun, right, guys? That was really fun part about the 1960s. Also, when I hear the term wicked cool music, I feel like I think of like the 80s. That sounds like an 80s thing to say. A woman had a pet snake she loved dearly. So when it stopped eating, she took it to the vet. The vet asked, "Has your snake been sleeping beside you at night while snuggling real close?" The woman replied, "Yes, every night. It makes me so sad that I can't help him feel better." Then the vet says to the lady, "Ma'am, your snake is not sick. He has been preparing you and sizing you up every night. He's not been eating, so he has enough room to digest you." Moral of the story, recognize all snakes around you. They're often the people you care the most about, but secretly their intentions are to devour you. I think it's this lady's fault for sleeping with a snake big enough to kill her. First of all, snakes that big just terrify me in the first place. I would never sleep with one in my bed every single night. That's kind of just on her, I'm not gonna lie. These are antidepressants. Steak, love, sunsets, I guess, the Bible, and working out. These are a lie and medicine. I'm not really a giant steak guy. I don't know if that's really an antidepressant. Some people usually say that working out and, going outside at sunsets and getting some fresh air is a good antidepressant, and I agree. I've never heard anyone be like, you know what really just solves my depression? Eating a big, juicy red steak. You both like Jesus. Hey, yo. Hi. There's two things to me that are complete failures. Oh. 1, Jesus. 2, life. r/I14 and this is deep. LMFAO. Stranger has disconnect. What did you think you were gonna get when you went on Omegle and said that you like Jesus and to only match with people who also like Jesus? 3 things to know in life. Never trust anyone, never beg anyone, and never depend on anyone. A lot of these, I feel like, are like trust and depend on are they kind of go hand in hand. Like if you depend on somebody, you kind of trust them. I started to deal with my problems by emotionally eating. Life must be so hard for you. They're just trying to say that basically, if you get depressed and eat a lot of food, it doesn't matter because there's actually kids in Africa that would love to have that food. So many selfies and so little knowledge of self. That's right, guys. You're not allowed to have fun anymore, okay? It's just done, all right? The fun time is over. You're not allowed to go out and take selfies with your friends anymore at fun events or anything. You have to sit in your room all the time and reflect on yourself constantly. You are never allowed to do anything fun that at all, okay? No, it's not allowed. Kitty, you drew stars around my scars, and now I'm bleeding. Oh my god, dude. Of course their name is Kitty. Of course it's a classic Discord kitten with this bio. It would be nobody else. Millionaire's mind. Pain will leave once it is done teaching you. Damn. I like how they had to put the damn in there at the end to really just like bring it home, you know what I mean? To be like, if you don't think that this quote is really deep, I'm gonna make sure that I tell you that it's deep so you can realize that it's deep. Rick and Morty public posting. The loneliest people are the kindest. The saddest people are the strongest. The most damaged people are the wisest. There is just no way that this post is an actual post, that the person who made this wasn't joking. I refuse to believe that people can take Rick and Morty and make it into something like this. And not even the fact that like this one post, but whoever made this has an entire account dedicated to Rick and Morty like posts like this. I mean, that's incredible. What do you think that guy does for a living? Do you think he even has a job? I would assume not. I mean, if you want flowers on February 14th as a girl, just exist. If you want flowers on February 14th as a guy, die on February 13th. Jeez, man. Do girls even really get guys flowers, though? Like, I feel like that's not really a normal thing to do. I mean, it's not like to say that it wouldn't be appreciated, you know, in a society kind of way. Like, it's just not really a thing that happens. I would love some flowers, all right? That's all I'm gonna say. They're gonna die, but other girls, phone, Facebook, makeup, and high heels. Why did I forget the name of those shoes for a second? Me, books. Just books and books and books. This is so 2012. I'm not like other girls. Oh my god, there's no way this post was made anytime after 2012. Breakup hurts, but ignorance kills. What is this? What does this post even mean? I don't understand the caption, and I also don't understand the picture. Like, why is he being chained up? Why is she stabbing herself? If somebody can, like, dissect this one, I feel like there's always one of these posts in every single one of my videos that I just don't understand, I ask for help with, and this is that one. If anybody can possibly understand what this means, please tell me, because I'm very confused. If you put 100 black ants and 100 red ants in a jar, nothing will happen. But if you shake the jar, the ants will start killing each other. Red will believe black is their enemy, while black will believe red is their enemy, when the real enemy is the person who shook the jar. Same is also true in our society. Before we fight with each other, we must ask ourselves, who shook the jar? Listen, I don't know a whole lot about ants, but I feel like if you put 100 black ants and 100 red ants in a jar, nothing would definitely not happen. I feel like they would actually probably just kill each other regardless of you shaking the jar or not. Again, you know, I'm not a biologist. I don't know anything about ants, but I just feel like they would not live in harmony together. Not all men come for that one thing. Some men come to heal, repair, uplift, and restore. This is literally exchange of CO2. They are both going to die. I mean, hey, you know what? At least they're gonna die together. And then they will be in each other's arms, flying up to heaven's gates together, as it should be. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the Tower of Fantasy gameplay in this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to download the game using the first link in the description. You can use my code PA99UUPQ to get special rewards. And thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, you can subscribe, comment, you know, follow, subscribe, comment, you know, follow. Both my Twitter and Instagram are @DomSoEpic, so go follow those, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.